Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early December 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Taurus collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for these beautiful Tauruses in early December? We're at the very back end of 2025. What energies, messages, insights can we take a peek at? Yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Taurus in early December. What's the vibe? Let's get this card out nice and quick for you, my friends. There we go. Ask and you shall receive. Okay. Wasn't expecting this guy to show up. It's a huge card of temptation, and don't get too nervous about all the symbolism we see going on here. He's not quite like the devil in the tarot deck. There are some differences to this one. It's definitely a big card of like restraint and temptation. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye. You know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, back into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this card. So again, this is an oracle. It's not the tarot deck. So when we see this devil-like figure, it doesn't mean like, whoa, watch out, Taurus. A whole bunch of crazy stuff is coming your way. To me, this is more about temptation when we look at the deeper symbolism of the card itself. Because we have the devil, we have this Eve-looking figure, we have a serpent and an apple. So to me, that evokes the Adam and Eve story. So temptation. So if there are things that you've been trying to refrain from, things you've been trying to stop, so whether it's habits, whether it's thought processes, whether it is relationships or behaviors, this energy is like, oh, I'm tempted here to potentially cave back in on something. Now, again, I'm not saying that's definitely going to happen. This energy can sometimes represent reverting. But at the same time, there might be something that's tempting you that's not bad for you, right? It's like, oh, I kind of want to do this, or oh, there's something that's on my mind. Should I? Shouldn't I? So that's the vibe I pick up with this card. It doesn't have to be like all bad, but there is this like very alluring type of energy too. So there could be some, I don't want to say someone has a spell over you, but to me, it's like there's something here that I find super alluring. And I think let's see what shows up within the reading itself. Let's put the devil over there because I feel like I should keep talking about it, but let's see what tarot has. And yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Let's shuffle it up one time for Taurus. And while we do, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled Massive Action Incoming. And to me, it felt like it's go time with something. So whether that's action that spirit wants you to take or someone else was feeling the fire under their butt, to me, it was like, all right, now's the time. Now's the time to do this. Now's the time to make a move. That was coming through very strong in the reading last week. So I could show up again this week for you, but we're going to see what shows up. I mean, as you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards for Taurus in early December. Thank you. That's a good start. That is a good start. Okay, so we have the 4 of Wands, position number 1. That's one of my favorite cards, the good old 1111 card. Maybe it's an earth sign thing, because even in the Virgo reading, I was seeing tons of like omens and number signs, and even it's showing up for you now. Okay, thank you. Okay, I mean, 10 of Cups. So it's like we went from good to better. That's a really good sign. Hopefully we keep this up. Let's get one more out here for you, Taurus. You know, I'm getting... Okay, so we got the tower on the back end. This is again, don't get freaked out about it. It is what it is. It's just a powerful moving energy. And you do also have a bonus. The opposite of the tower, we got the hermit right here. So you got a lot of stuff. And there's like some really great energetic potential here. But I got my eye on that tower. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first glance, you know, I always like to look at the elements first. There's a lot of water here this week. So we got the 10 of Cups and the tower. And even though the tower itself looks like fire and brimstone, It's Scorpio energy, water. So that's the realm of emotions, feelings, the internal world. It's very creative. It's very expressive. So you might have a lot of intense feelings within you in this time, whether it's sentimentality or whether it's just big bursts of emotion. Like all of that could be very possible for the Taurus collective when I see all this action. It could represent partnerships and people that we're closely bonded to. The downside with water is the fact that it's always moving, right? It could be a little wishy washy. We do have fire in the front end, realm of action, just like we saw in your reading last week. So whether it's the actions you take, the actions other people take, it's the passion and drive within us. I would say it's our internal combustion system. It can represent health and vitality as well. So I like this fire. The only downside to fire is the unpredictable nature of it. So even though the Four of Wands is a very stable card, and we'll get into that in a moment, the element itself is prone to do a quick switch up. And in the bonus, we have Earth. That's your comfort zone. So we have a nice mixture of stuff happening here. But I'm mainly concerned with all this water and little touch of fire. But let's go through and start building this out piece by piece. Position number one, Four of Wands. And as I mentioned, it's one of my favorite cards. We got some two heavy hitters right here up front. So we see these individuals, they're under what seems to be, they're within a celebration. So this card to me is a cause for celebration. Now, I already mentioned I do call it the 1111 card. So signs, synchronicities, dreams, omens, that could be very possible in this time where even if you receive them on a regular basis, they could just be heightened when this is here. So keep your eyes peeled. They could be good and they could be warnings, right? So we'll try to discern what you might be seeing more of. Aside from that, the Four of Wands, solid, stable, predictable. It could represent home, it could represent family. Living situation is a big thing with the Four of Wands as well. But it does have this nice, stable comfort to it, which I like. But again, it's a cause for celebration. These people are happy. It could represent group gatherings as well. So wins, victories, and blessings. We're starting good. The downside to the Four of Wands is that sometimes it could feel stuck. Similar to Earth energy, right? Like this energy could sometimes feel stuck in a rut, cornered. Something's not moving to your liking. Stability is good, but everyone craves change from time to time. So we're going to circle back on this and see what's up because there's a lot of tones with this Four of Wands. Now, moving to the middle, another heavy hitter. We got the Ten of Cups, my friends. One of the best cards in the whole entire deck. Wish fulfillment straight up. So just like I was saying, wins, victories, blessings, any label we put on it. This one is more about how it makes us feel. So the Ten of Cups, I feel great. I feel happy. I'm through the roof right now. So we got celebration. We got the Ten of Cups. All looks almost perfect. And I don't want to say that, especially with this action coming up in the back, but the energy appears very much perfect and content. Now, similar to the Four of Wands, this could represent home and family as well, living situation as well. The downside to the Ten of Cups, to me, is the intensity because we do have 10 full cups. So when this card does a little flip on us, it's just a lot. Like something feels like a lot at once. So watch out for feeling overwhelmed when this card is here. Try not to load up your emotional plate too much. So great, we're looking good. On the back end, though, the Tower popped in, and I'll just mention it is a Scorpio card. Scorpio energy is something that Tauruses generally work pretty well with. They're like your zodiacal twin sign. They're across the zodiacal wheel from you. But the Tower, if you're not connected to Scorpio, it's an energy of shock, right? So I always say, not every tower is a bad tower. Some towers are actually fantastic. Just because it's shocking, just because it's surprising or unexpected, doesn't mean it's a bad thing. So, especially with all the good cards surrounding it, this could, for like, very well be a great energy coming your way. Just super quick, super powerful. It is karmic as well, similar to the Four of Wands that we have right here. So we have the karmic undertones still showing up. Tower can represent endings. It can represent change. It can represent hitting the reset button on something, clearing the slate. So we do want to take a look and see what this shocking energy is about. Is it internal? Is it, a situation? Is it someone's behaviors? Like these are all things we want to look at. Now, moving to the bonus while we get this tower back in place, we do have the Hermit. That's a very compatible energy for you, big Virgo energy when we see this. The Hermit is retracted and pulled back, whereas these energies up front here are social, lots of people, lots of celebrating. The Hermit is the exact opposite. So some Tauruses, you might be in Hermit mode. Maybe you need a little you time. It's retracted, it's pulled back, it's not really speaking. So we do want to see what's up with this. In the positive, it's wise, it's spiritually tapped in, but at the same time, this energy, there's a blockage somewhere. So we want to take a look at it. But I'm cautiously optimistic, Taurus. So I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here from my good friends. What do we got for Taurus, please? Guys. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Four of Wands. See what's up with that. And yeah, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Taurus, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Four of Wands. What's this 1111 card about? Why do we got it? Okay, it's a good sign. It's a good sign. So again, if like you're receiving a lot of signs, synchronicities, omens, it feels like a very, very good one to me. The Nine of Pentacles fits the crowd right here in the front. Solid, stable. It's a strong energy of independence. I got this. I can do this. I don't need assistance. Like, so for some of you, maybe that's just the mode you're in. It's just super independent, big entrepreneurial vibe here as well, which I think is really great, especially if you do your own business or you want to do your own business or thing on the side. This is beautiful for like side work or starting your own thing. Now, the Nine of Pentacles, picture perfect. That's why I've been saying, like, with this tower back here, I'm hoping it's good. Four of Wands, solid, stable. This, solid, stable, predictable. This energy has all that it wants and then some. It's blessings and abundance. So there's not much I could really add to this aside from what we already spoke about with the independence and, all right, I'm going to do this myself type of energy. So this is a lone wolf kind of energy. So whether it's that's the vibe you're putting forth or somebody else is putting forth, it's like, I got this. And there's this huge energy around signs from spirit pointing you in a positive direction. It's not spirit warning you and saying, hey, the tower's coming. I mean, we'll see. I don't think it is. To me, it feels more like, hey, this good thing is coming in, or hey, go in this direction. So we got positive omens. Beautiful. We're going to keep going. We already got wins and victories. So that's great. But, pardon me again. Now my throat's getting little frogs in it, so watch anything with communication or ailments of the throat. But that tower, I can't get my eye off of it. Let's see what's up with the Ten of Cups. Let's see why the Ten of Cups is here for Taurus, please. Why's the Ten of Cups in the mix? Okay. Three of Cups in reverse. Those are opposing energies. Now the energy seems to be starting to shift. Okay, watch out for like subtle changes in people around you. So I know that's very specific. I feel like I'm doing a personal reading, but watch out for like small little behavioral shifts or small little attitude shifts, because it could be a little signature of something a little deeper beneath the surface. The energy's still good. I'm not trying to make anyone nervous, but when I see the Ten of Cups, like happy, fulfilled, again, we still have tons of blessings, abundance, wins, and victories, beautiful stuff to claim. But when I see the Three of Cups in reverse under, it's like, yeah, it's great, but I feel something. Something's off, or something's a little different, or you don't normally act like that. There's like a subtle difference in someone important. Now, if we put that message to the side, the Three of Cups in reverse is very similar to the Hermit to me. It's an energy where it's like, all right, I don't need to go out and party to have a good time. I don't need to, have a booming social life to have a good time. It's someone that enjoys their own company as well. I know that that might sound odd. I'm getting very specific here. But the Ten of Cups, aside from the blanket wins, victories, and blessings, as mentioned, subtle changes in a person or a situation, um, or someone that enjoys their own company. That is such a unique message to give. All right, we're going to keep going to the tower. We're going to go to the tower. We're going to not talk about that anymore. Let's go. Let's see what the tower has. Your reading is super unique this week, Taurus. I can tell you that. We got. Okay. So the temptation energy that I was speaking about does show up here. And this is something that I don't want to say it could sidetrack you. Like, this does feel like a warning, but not one that you need to. It doesn't feel life altering, if that makes sense. But when I see the tower with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, either one, this is a shocking talk, conversation, or message coming in where it's like, yeah, I'm good. Everything's routine. Everything's fine. Boom. This conversation comes in and like shakes things up. It seems so out of the blue, so out of nowhere. So watch out for any conversation, talk, or message there. It just shakes things up where it's like everything was fine, everything was perfect. Like, why? But another thing I'm getting here is like a breadcrumb where there's like a certain thing or a situation where it's like it's gonna, I don't want to say it's gonna distract you or pull you off track, but the Tower is a shakeup, and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is something that could lead someone astray. Okay, so I'm not sure what every Taurus is going through. Aside from the shocking conversational talk that we're picking up, there's still great energy. I don't want everyone to get bummed out about this Tower. Just know that, like, if you're in your mode, in your zone, just doing your own thing, there's potential for this energy to come shake things up. Where it's like, I was fine. Like, why? Why? It doesn't make sense to me. But then yeah, this energy, it's like leading me off path. So we have signs that are reinforcing good things. Watch out for signs and omens that try to get you back on the right path. I hope that makes sense. I mean, I feel these energies are coming out very specific. So again, only take it how it hits for you. Um, but let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadows. So a lot of great stuff, but then that energy on the back end is a little funky. But if you kindly look in the box, position number one, we're starting from almost perfection. We got the Four of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles. So we do have like good signs and synchronicities from Spirit urging you forward. Hey, you're doing great, Taurus. Love it. It feels cool, independent, solid, stable. It feels like near perfection. So we got wins, victories, and blessings. We still have it in the center as well. So there's a great double down of claimable energy. But at the same time, some of you might start noticing subtle changes in a person close to you or in a situation where it's like, my gut's telling me something, my intuition's telling me something. Uh, Aside from that, maybe you just enjoy your own company. Maybe you're in hermit mode. Nothing wrong with that. Moving to the back end, we have the Tower with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So this is definitely a shocking talk, conversation, or message coming in where it's like things are fine, things are cool, and then boom, it's like, why did that have to happen? It feels unnecessary to me too. Uh, Another portion of you, watch out for certain things that might lead you off your path. Okay, so that could be a lot of different things, but just watch that nothing makes you stray away off your path. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into that further. Let's see what's in the shadows. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here. And yeah, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge, they could be a good thing too. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this shadow card out here for you. What do we got? What do we got for Taurus? There we go. Cool. Ace of Wands, but this one did pop out in reverse underneath it. Now, I don't read the shadow cards in reverse. This is more of like an energetic holdover from last week, and it could be giving us little hints about this side thing. Now, you know I love all aces. They all represent offers and opportunities, specifically when they're in the upright. It's a fresh, new energy, and it pops in quick. This is like the Tower mini version. So when I see it in the shadows, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Even though there's beautiful, great, amazing energy at play, when we see the Ace of Wands in the shadows, it's just very, it just comes in bursts, if that makes sense. Which I don't usually link to Taurus energy. Like when I experience Taurus energy, it's chill, it's laid back, it's pleasurable and enjoyable. This energy is a little high strung. Okay, so in this time, watch out for feeling high strung. Watch out for high strung individuals that might be harsh and you're mellow. The Ace of Wands is very, very unpredictable. Okay, so when we see things like the Tower and what we saw early on in the reading, watch out for urges and temptations big time, because it's shown up multiple times in your reading this week. So we're going to put that Ace of Wands down right there, my good friends. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you would like further clarification on your situation, you can book a personal reading with me at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. My December schedule is live right now, and the spots go quick, so go check it out, see what's available if you want to have a chat with me. But for the December subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my favorite decks for all skill levels, the Gilded Tarot Royale. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, and second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot cards, which one do you resonate with most? When you see it in a reading, it's like, yeah, that's me. Put your answer in the comments. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in the community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.